Today we're taking a look at the Pickleball Pro Series 13mm and 16mm. Alright, let's start by talking about what these paddles have in common. They're both elongated shaped paddles with a 5.5 inch handle made from raw T700 Toray carbon fiber. They're both thermoformed and have foam injected sidewalls. Now I'll start off by saying that if you've hit a elongated raw carbon fiber paddle, these paddles are nothing new. They're really solid, high quality, raw carbon fiber thermoformed paddles. With that being said, they are really good paddles, and they do offer a couple of unique features that I think might make them a better choice than some others. So starting off with the 13mm. This paddle is really light out of the box. Mine came in at 7.7 ounces. That made this paddle feel very fast and maneuverable in the hands. I did end up adding some lead tape. Pickle was kind enough to send me these pre-cut 3-gram strips, which makes adding lead tape really easy. Overall, I found this paddle to feel very firm and connected to the ball. It felt super responsive and maneuverable. It had a good balance of control and power. I found that the power was really poppy, and when you swung through the ball, it hit hard. But the firm face allows you to feel really connected to the ball when at the kitchen. The only problem with the 13mm is that it does have a smaller sweet spot, and it can feel a little bit jarring on mishits. Lead tape does help with that, but it is still noticeable. The 16mm, on the other hand, came out of the box a little bit heavier at 8.2 ounces. Because of the thicker core and the heavier weight, I found this paddle to have more of that plush plow-through feeling that I tend to expect from 16mm paddles. It still has plenty of power and has more of that kind of trampoline effect that you get with 16mm paddles, where it feels like the ball is launching off the face. It has a massive sweet spot, feels really great. I did add lead tape to it once again. I tend to like my paddles a little bit heavier. That does increase the feeling of the sweet spot. But overall, great power, great control. I will say if I had to give this paddle one con, it's that I found myself popping the ball up a little bit more with it, which I attribute to that springier face feel. Overall, not the paddle's fault. Still a great paddle, but just something to keep note of. So the biggest reason I would tell people to consider buying these paddles over some of the other options are actually the brand. Pickle offers a lifetime warranty on all of their paddles, which is far better than a lot of other brands with their 3 and 6 month warranties. They have a really generous 30-day return policy, so if you don't end up liking the paddle or just find that it's not the right fit for you, there's no worries. A lot of people like to shop on Amazon, and a lot of paddles aren't available on there. Pickle has always been available on Amazon and sell all their products on there. Pickle also offers a good range of accessories like the lead tape that I mentioned earlier, as well as a very well reviewed indoor and outdoor ball. Overall, I think these are both great paddles. For me personally, I like the 16mm better, but a lot of people I played with actually prefer the 13mm. So if you like a firmer filling paddle that's a little bit poppier, go with the 13mm. If you like a softer and more plush paddle, go with the 16mm. Overall, both are great options. If you guys do decide to pick one of these up, be sure to use discount code SCOOTER on Pickle's website. That brings the 13mm down to $109 and the 16mm down to $118. And for those prices, plus the lifetime warranty, makes these paddles a really excellent option. Hope you guys found these reviews useful. If you did, stay tuned. I have plenty more to come.